proud of their performance here. And we've been gassing up Twisted Minds here a lot, but Knightley, you know, while he was a strong player, weeks.
That's true. So I want to see how does Uching, you know, compare in the clash name, because the two of them, their picks are going to be monumental. They will have a very strong influence on how the game is going to be run. But of course, with that being said, the true influence here is our official gaming phone, the Realme 15 Pro. Now, with the Realme 15 Pro, it is built for performance, made for gaming. Smooth, cool, and reliable, just the way that esports demands. If you're ready to level up, get yours now and feel the difference.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the phone that all the players are going to be playing on here too. They gave Knightley a call. They said, you get to play on a Realme 15. He's like, oh, really? And he immediately came back for week 3 for that right there. And on top of that, we also have a CD key for those of you guys at home here. Make sure to log in and claim that key. Get yourself some Dragon Crystals. It is new. It's a new season now, right? There's new skins you can go ahead and unlock with those Dragon Crystals, so make sure to check that out.
Exactly. And you know what? The Mirage skins have been pretty fire so far, but we'll take a look at how Twisted Minds is doing, right? In the farm lane, they have managed to get the Firehawk at the bottom, also managed to clear their own waves, got the bottom camp as well. So everything going according to plan. Look, they're freezing the lane as well. So Legend is not having a good game.
Absolutely, Legend just being completely zoned from the wave here. They understand they have that 2v1. Legend is not allowed to walk up there. Shanks has the level advantage, and why he's going ahead and doing that is denying Legend the ability to last hit those minions, right? When you last hit the minions, you get extra gold. If you're around, you'll get some gold and XP, but depending on how far away they're able to push them back, they may be able to even deny that as well.
I think they're pretty successful, right? And right away, we get the first blood off Cam here. A very nice dive. And this is a very scary potential. Clean, I think, you know what? Has a lot of pent-up frustration having to not be in his natural role for the past few weeks here. And this is a strong start from the side of Twisted Minds.
Absolutely. Even though he wasn't playing Joan, he was practicing it a bit, right? So we might see some Yao and Prince of Lang Lang here later on in the series. But they've gone ahead and identified one of the weaknesses of Yuan, that pre-ultimate stage, right? Before level 4 Yuan, if you catch her out, she really doesn't have many tools to defend herself, right? Her skill 2 stuns people, but it's in such a wide range, you can't really get someone that's directly on top of you, off of you here. And that's exactly what Musashi's able to do here with that duel to death. Go ahead and get directly on top of Yuan and take her out there. She is going to tick into her ultimate very soon here, so that's going to be hard to achieve in the future. But they ended up, you know, capitalizing on that perfectly.
Well, they want to get the try here. The board is laid down. Uching is caught in the middle. Noah does have the backup. Then is a 4-1. All of a sudden, 90 tries to escape, gets stunned up by the arrow as well. Everything going well for the side of LM, and they do respond. Twisted Minds have to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, Knightley there, you know, flashing, dodging out some of the blades, didn't see the arrow coming, right? The second that across the map arrow hit, his fate was sealed there. He had 1 HP in front of the Yuan with a 2-3 second stun on him there, and he gets taken out. And that is why players love that Hou Yi pick. It is just able to go ahead and do so much around the map. Even though he's getting zoned, right? He's not getting as much farm there in the bot lane 1v1. He's able to pressure and help out the clash lane.
Yeah, there's no way. 90 comes in, gets the kill onto the side of Uching, and Twisted Minds. I really like the response, but LM, they are putting that pedal to the metal. For now, it's 2-1. LM still trying to keep up for a little bit.
I think they do a great job of keeping up in gold here, right? Even though they're down 1 kill, that's basically all the gold there is just that 1 kill here. They're down 700 gold. They definitely stay in the game, especially with how much Legend has been getting zoned to. I like that he's able to pressure the map. They're just going to be looking to make plays around his arrow here and just try to mainly convert off sure things here, like that Hou Yi arrow.
Yeah, but right now, 4-minute mark, I don't think they can try to contest this as much as they like. Now it's going to try for that, you know, surprise steal. Arrow does not hit the mark, and look at that potential will not happen. Twisted Minds, they know this potential from the side of now too much. Garemo responsible for so many steals will not happen this time.
Absolutely, very clean smite there from Clean there, and it's important. You know, even in the early game, landing those blades does a sizable amount of damage. You got to really pay attention to your smite here. I would say smite is probably still advantaged in the secure there, but it's going to get close, and then later on now is going to actually have the advantage when it comes to securing these objectives if they do not zone them off like right there.
Yes, so Twisted Minds definitely have to keep this in mind. I think, yeah, there's no way you give a Garden Mode open space, right? And this is where ACC is going to have a big impact because he will be responsible. Every time he saves his ultimate, Twisted Minds always have a huge advantage of a turnaround in the fights.
Absolutely, and they do have 2 smites on top Twisted Minds, right? We've seen in the past AC do a good job with getting some steals on. As you see a Burning Sun Arrow fly through middle, no real connections here, and Ganimo does go down.
Yep, 90 going to get the first one for the team. Twisted Minds, they take 2 off of this side of LM. Legend maybe the third one as well. Has to expend the flash. Does he survive? He will make it out for now. Shanks pressuring the back lines as well. They want to get a little bit more damage on the T2. In the meantime, 90, he stops the save attempt. LM have no answers at all.
It feels like Twisted Mind is starting to, you know, shift up gears here, right? They're going ahead and speeding up here, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult for LM to catch up. As we mentioned earlier, at the 2-3 minute mark, they were holding. They were down 1 kill, but now they're down 3, and more importantly, they're down a lot of farm. They're down 2,000 gold on top of that. Here we go. They go ahead and retreat back into the mid lane area. Twisted Minds already taken a lot of stuff they needed from LM's jungle. Now they're going to go ahead and retreat and try to secure their own jungle here as their Azure Golems coming up. We see Burning Sun Arrow come out. Barely missed the Yijing there. Almost got him. But I would say he was a little bit out of range to convert off it anyway, being safely under his tower.
I mean, they were hoping that now was in range, right? And for now, Twisted Minds, they're going to try and work on this T1 on the top. In the middle as well, not being able to secure the Azure Golem. So Clean does put some pressure. This is going to put a little bit more stress on the side of LM, right? And Noor, I think he has had a decent game so far, right? He did fall once, but still holding on, right? This 2,500 goal lead is actually not that big compared to what Twisted Minds were doing, but the stun does come in. If they can get a knockdown here, it will be great. Not gonna happen. So Twisted Minds, they're just playing the map because they know that they don't want to over-aggress.
Lang not risking it, immediately burns the flashes. We see Umbrella Outburst comes out, does not quite connect, but it seems like LM's being ran over here though. Even though they're not really connecting too many abilities outside Twisted Minds there, they're just able to brute force and punch through the side of LM.
Alright, they get a secondary kill as well. They do get Highline in the mid, but with that, they managed to tie things up 2-2, but we talked about this. Getting kills is important, but you need to play the map as well. 90 puts a little bit of pressure in the meantime. While all of this chaos ensues, Clean is cleaning up the jungle, and they are looking for that come around, turn around as well. Clean comes in, gets the first one, a killing spree onto the lives of Ash as well, and they clean house. 4 members, in fact, that was a pseudo team wipe, a ace for the side of Twisted Minds.
Clean is just so ahead right now on the Musashi, up 2 levels on the Agudo. And Musashi is one of those picks that from ahead, they are so oppressive because they have enough base damage where they can just take you out and it feels like you can't really respond to it, right? Musashi is those picks that if it's behind, it does no damage. If it's ahead, it has just enough damage to take you out before you can even do anything.
Exactly, and you know, the gap is starting to be a little bit disgusting for the side of Twisted Minds. Mostly because, look, Clean is at level 14. He is 3 levels ahead of Noor, but he's 4 levels ahead of everyone else. And that means insta-kills galore.
Absolutely here, and not just him, right? Knightley is ahead too. Well, interesting thing to know is that Now is actually ahead of Lang a bit here, because maybe because he's been giving away a lot of his farm to Clean to help propel him early game. So Ganimo seems to be the win condition for the side of LM here, if they could, you know, get him in position to fire those blades and do the artillery.
Yeah, there's no way. They get a nice catch as well. 90 pushes them back. It's an unstoppable movement this time from 90 as well. They get down Noor. There's no more tanks. Uching can try his best, but it's not going to be enough at the moment. 90 looking for the save as well. There is no answer from the side of LM as Twisted Minds just run around the map for free.
They just don't have that firepower yet, right? Ganimo actually landed a lot of abilities. And speaking of abilities here, Clean just comes out under the tower of LM and just takes out Legend. What could he do there? He was behind 2 towers, right? Immediately gets dueled to death, and that was a very short duel.
Yeah, that was the shortest duel ever. And with that, Clean manages to hit 15. And this is 15. That is too painful for the side of LM. We are only 9.5 minutes in, but the lead is a little bit scary. Once again, they get caught. LM slammed against the wall, and now is out of the game. A crucial initiate coming in from the side of Twisted Minds. They don't even get the punish. And with that, the T1 in the mid is going to be secured as Twisted Minds make entry into the jungle, the heart of LM.
This is the beauty of having a utility mid laner like the Yijing, right? You don't require much resources. You can go ahead and give it all over to your jungler. And then in the mid to late game, you're still very useful. He's able to get that board down, right? He has anti-heal as his first item. He has so much utility as well, too. Whereas now he does have more farm and he has more gold, but he's not able to go ahead and apply that pressure and damage because, you know, his jungle is not quite as ahead, right? He doesn't have the people there in front of him to hold for him like Twisted Mind does.
Yes, and this is really exposing, you know, that little gap in the draft of LM, right? And Twisted Minds now going for the double objectives. Uching catches eyes on this, but does he really want to contest? Because there are 3 different Twisted Mind members. They will not be able to do absolutely anything about it. And, you know, LM wants to play from range, but there is no way Clean is going to allow that. He goes in 1v4, 1v5, in fact, with the chase down as well. The backup coming in from Twisted Minds. Can they get the kill? They will shut him down, but at the cost of Legend's life. So it's not a good trade. LM still losing across the map.
I'd say, you know, big shutdown there. That's a lot of gold going away. That was Clean's first death potentially. So a lot of shutdown gold goes over to LM. We're seeing Twisted Minds kind of testing their luck here a little bit into the base of LM, kind of getting a feel of what they can do and what they can't. Clean definitely went a little bit too far there, but they were able to go ahead and capitalize. But while they were doing that, as you mentioned, they invested everyone, right? They invested 4 people and they still lost 1. So all while everyone was there chasing Clean, their jungle is getting ransacked by Twisted Minds here.
And that was the whole plan, right? So this is exactly what they're looking for. They get the snipe down, but it's them who get caught. LM, no response. 90 goes for the legendary plays on the side of Twisted Minds. And it's time to clean up. Legend, the last one left. And it's an ace for the side of Twisted Minds. The base is right open. P3s on the menu. And very soon, the Crystal will take a fall as well. Twisted Minds, what a start to game number 1.
Absolutely, very strong game one coming out from Twisted Minds. Again, as we mentioned, kind of momentum shifts, right, from the games we've seen earlier. The second they got their, you know, serious roster here locked in, right, they are ready to play. Now they know today every game goes in and matters.